Last time we saw you guys, we were on the beaches of WA having the time of our lives. Living life on our own terms. It's been no secret that we've been having issues with our caravan manufacturer who has continued to let us down on multiple occasions from the day we received our brand new van less than 1 year ago. You guys have been with us the whole way, showering from buckets, no hot water, no lights, to even dealing with a broken drawer for the last 6 months. Living on the road has taught us to deal with adversity.
Holy bloody...
Let's just say, we've had our fair share of ups and downs, and it's pretty safe to say we're getting very good at handling them. However, the events that are about to unfold are enough to have broken us. Welcome to an hour-long nightmare. It's real, it's raw. We have officially reached our lowest point.
I just want to go back to a house. I just want to go, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't do this anymore. So, maybe it's break time. Maybe we need a rest.
Our morning started just like any other. Sun rising over the water, we took our van and truck down to the beach to celebrate our wedding anniversary, and we broke our big news to you guys.
Yes, you have read correctly.
Don't sit there. The boys have pissed on tails.
No, really?
There's piss on the wheel. I did. I just sat in it.
Stitcher? Oh my god. Yes.
You sit back there.
I don't care. Like, I'm in it now, whatever. We have something to tell you guys.
Oh.
Yes. We are pregnant again.
Yeah.
5th baby incoming.
We put on a brave face to tell you, but this is what was going on behind the scenes.
We've woken up this morning to absolutely zero power, absolutely zero way to charge anything on our truck or our caravan. Neither of our solars on our truck or our caravan work, so it's not going to be able to charge later today. The Scotty isn't charging the truck that Safari put into the truck. It's not charging.
Hello? Hello?
The lead that goes from the truck to the caravan keeps tripping, but it's irrelevant anyway because we have no charge in the truck to pull over to the caravan. We are remote right now and I'm about to try and call for help, and I can't even call for help because we have no power. We are on, I can't even see how much power we're on because that screen's not working. So we have no Starlink, no way to call, can't even answer our phone calls. He's evading us. He won't reply to any emails. And the babies are showering from buckets. And we have no power, yay!
I know what you're thinking. How on earth does a brand new van not have power or running water? But I'll give you the quick rundown of events that led to this moment. After leaving with our truck and brand new caravan in April of 2024, we went on a shakedown trip as all new caravan owners do, in order to iron out any problems that may have been missed before embarking on a longer journey. Like any normal shakedown, we had our issues, some of which were fixed when we took the caravan back to Cruiser, but the electrical issues were not able to be fixed. We took off back to our regular life and continued our journey back over to Western Australia, with the knowledge that our electrical issues would be fixed over the phone once we were back on the road. But the electrical issues just got worse and worse. Our electrical system warranty is technically with Cruiser Industries, as they're the ones who built our caravan and installed said electrical system into both the caravan and the truck. So after all communication failed with Safari, our direct contact for all of these issues now has to be through Cruiser. The 2 previous alternators that failed and had to be replaced were paid for by Cruiser Industries, admitting the fault was due to either the Safari system installed or the alternator was not fit for purpose. So the owner of Safari jumped on an aeroplane and met us in Port Hedland in Western Australia to fix all our electrical issues and wasn't leaving until all the issues were fixed. These had become so bad now that his agreement to us was that if he couldn't fix our system, he would give us a refund on all our electrical products. After 5 days with us, none of the electrical issues were fixed, we did not receive a refund, and Safari disappeared into the abyss, never to be able to be contacted again.
So we're at the beach and we noticed that we turned the truck on and we're getting warning lights on the truck dash, which was like brake booster, fuel, battery, all the red lights were coming up. And last time this happened, our truck motor blew up.
It wasn't all sunshine and lollipops from this day. Picking up our new home just days before we were set off to begin our shakedown trip, we broke the truck in a big way. We blew the motor. We were thinking the worst, both with the price of the fix and the length of time it was going to take to fix such a problem.
And our gearbox blew up.
The transmission failed.
Transmission failed.
Jackson tested the truck a few more times and the gearbox eventually decided to become unresponsive again. So we ordered a tow truck.
So we thought the worst. And also our whole electrical system in the truck stopped working, wasn't working, so nothing was working in our canopies. So then we called from Cruiser Van, who told us to do some things to it, which we were reluctant to do because we're not auto electricians. We were down on a beach and he refused to get help down onto a beach. So he told us to do this, remove the plug into Scotty.
Am I just pulling the black plug out of Scotty? Confirming
LS.
I'm disconnecting the LS, yeah? Like we can't get the truck off the beach, like
The truck is broken until we get it fixed, Alex.
it's arcing at me and I'm not touching any, like I'm just touching the bolt. So what do? Don't have anything that's insulated to grab it.
Pulling the cables out that we were told to pull out did not make the warning lights go off on the dashboard. We were left with no option than to drive the truck and caravan off the beach and fingers crossed that our truck was not going to deteriorate even further.
It's not appearing.
Yeah. I don't know how he needs to fix it. He needs to fix it.
Yeah, whatever way he fixes it needs to be fixed because, yeah, we're still stuck here. He wants you to follow that cord that goes out the canopy into the battery. He reckons that's going to be the easier way.
There's not the easy way. That's the easy way from here. I have no idea what cord or what comes out. That was an easy way. Also, I'm wearing my wife's glasses. Every solution that he's offering is for me to fix it. Like, how hard is it to just send someone to fix it?
In the interest of being able to just get where we need to get to, can we just get to an electrician and get sorted out down there?
Yeah, but so those lights came up and half an hour later the motor blew up.
Yeah, last time.
I'm not risking that. There's like so many cables running everywhere. It's not just the DC charger. It's bi-directional, so it goes both ways, which means there's cables flying out of it left, right, and center. The cables are connected to the house batteries, they're connected to the alternator, they're connected to the caravan, they're connected to the batteries. And yeah, it's not just Jackson disconnects some cables. It's not a normal 12-volt system where you can just pull the cable out and it's all going to be fine. And he knows that.
By this point, we are getting very frustrated. We're being told by Cruiser Industries that they will not send someone out to fix the system because we're in a remote location, nor would they send us a tow truck. We've now been forced to drive the truck to a less remote location and risk ruining the truck even more.
And we're stuck and we're trying to figure out what's happened. Starter batteries are fried and now we're at the point where we're checking the alternator. Because what?
Who's we? I'm checking the alternator.
He is.
I'm trying to get to it first, so. Because I think it's the alternator that's fried. So the batteries are reading like 8 volts, which is cool. That basically means they're French fried. But why are they French fried? Is it Scotty that's fried them, or has Scotty fried the alternator, which has fried them? Like, I don't know. I need to make sure. If the truck won't start and it won't jump start, there's got to be other issues, and I'm thinking it's the alternator, really.
And this is our third alternator that we've been through since having the Safari system in our truck, like less than 11 months ago.
Yeah. So I don't really know what to say to you until I get this off. And
all in all, what we're trying to say is we're stuck in Western Australia trying to get over the other side of the country for Aurora's first birthday to spend that with family. We've had a big function organised over there.
But hang on. Just, sorry to interrupt. They've told us that we have to get to the other side of the country, otherwise they're not fixing it. But we can't get to the other side of the country because everything keeps breaking. Like, how am I supposed to get the truck to the other side of the country? I shouldn't have to pay for something that you built that is broken for me to get it across the other side. It just makes no sense. Like,
so we're stuck here in this backyard. I know, it's sad. Your birthday party might not happen.
oh, she doesn't know.
And that's what put us into this sticky predicament. Cruiser Van have said they won't let an approved auto electrician over here in WA fix the system and then still warrant the product. The whole truck and caravan needs to be returned to the Cruiser Industries factory in Shepparton, so we are now forced with no other option than to ship the whole rig over at our own expense.
Oh my God, I'm going grey. That's how stressed I am. I've been under the truck, pulled all the positive off the alternator. I'm taller than I think, obviously. Using my limited knowledge and my phone to call people, I've identified that the alternator, our third alternator, we've now put the stock alternator back into the truck, is now fried. The only thing that's attached to that is the Voldemort product. I call it the Voldemort product because it's the product that shall not be named.
We do not speak his name.
And I'm not quite sure how far I want to take this, but I've been on the phone to their gold customer support, tried to get into contact with them all day, can't get through to them. They're deliberately screening our calls, they're not helping. Obviously they're not warranting anything, even though it's all evidence points to their product that's causing the issue. I guess we'll have our own auto electrician here to run through it in the next couple of days. It's been a show of a day, but I finally got what I think is a conclusion, and I'm just waiting for someone with a little bit of brains and expertise to back that up. And then you can watch us snatch this truck and put it on the back of another truck for literally the 9th time since I've had this system installed in 10 months. Surely that has to be a new world record. I'm normally very happy chappy on here, try not to let things get me down, but this one's upset me, it really has. Being honest, I'm as down as I've been on the road. This has just been too many times with zero support from both the company that installed this product and the company that supplied it. It's just been a woeful experience to the point where we've had to be dragged off the side of the road way too many times. Our kids have been affected, our family's been affected, and quite frankly, no one's come to the party to help us at all. I guess that's all I have to say, or all I have to report until I clear my head and understand how I'm going to get this thing across the Nullarbor, because that's the other situation. We've been told that they're going to warrant it, but we have to get this product back to them for them to warrant it. But the product now doesn't work, and I can't drive it 3,000 kilometres safely and reliably. No, well, it won't start, but even once it starts, who's to say it's not going to go again? To me right now, the only solution is to put this thing on a truck. All right, Context Jackson jumping in to explain a few things. I feel like what you're watching right now is a very emotional and raw moment for my family, so we feel it's important to jump in here with some context and some facts about what the situation is. So I'm here to explain that to you. Essentially, before I get into it, pretty much every walkthrough of every caravan we've ever done, every time we're ever in a truck, anytime we have any form of product on our show, we say, do not buy this because we have it. We've just made a decision and we're not sponsored by them. It's important that I state that again. Just because we're having a bad run doesn't mean that everyone's going to have a bad run. And just because we have a good run does not mean everyone is going to have a good run with a product. However, we are explaining our situation and our experience so you guys can be informed. Righto, so here's some facts. So basically we picked up a van 8 to 9 months ago from Cruiser Van. Caravan was fully built by Cruiser Van. The electrical system in it was designed and half built by Safari and then installed by Cruiser Van. We did a shakedown trip which we put out for everyone to see, and we had a number of issues that we went back to Cruiser Van with in a very polite way. And basically, since that trip, it's all been downhill. The van itself costs us 350 grand to build.
None of it was sponsored. We paid for it just like you would if you walked in off the street. So we reported issues from the get-go, and over the next couple of 8 months, there's been attempts to fix it, but none have been successful. It's been rather difficult for us as a family with 4 children, pregnant wife, traveling Australia, filming this series. Like, it's been rather difficult to sort of keep everything together and get everything going without this electrical system. Plus, we have other issues in the caravan, but we haven't really brought them up because really a family needs food, power, water to survive, and we don't have 2 of those things at the moment. So they're the main issues. Like I've said it before, I'd go around Australia in a tent as long as we had drinking water, power, and food, like we'd get it done. So when we first picked up the van, we had purchased full caravan management system. Essentially, that system monitored power, the suspension system, tire pressures, and water. And as I said, that was supposed to be a top of the line thing. Now, none of that system works to what we purchased. None of it's fit for purpose. So essentially, and it's not even fit for purpose, I would say it works at 40%, maybe even less. I'm being quite generous. Righto, I'll start with the power, for example. Solar panels or the solar system doesn't work, whether it's the panels overheating, whether it's the solar regs that are overheating. By 10, 11 o'clock, most days, the solar's deregulated itself from the 2,300 watt capacity we've got down to 600-700 watts. So we're only getting a tiny little bit of solar in. Now, in a fully electric van, that's just not going to cut it. The Scotty DC charger, well, you've seen it, that alternator's been, the windings and that have melted. They've just been overdrawn. This will be the 3rd alternator that's failed since this system's been installed. The first 2 were fully warranted. I don't know why they're not warranting this one. The Scotty itself gets so hot that the freezers around it, they melt. The freezers in the caravan never froze. The power issues don't stop there. The lights come on and off by themselves in the middle of the night. So once or twice a night, the lights, every light in the caravan will turn on, wake all the kids up. That's a starlight issue. Now, those starlights have been discontinued and a new version has now come out. That's the thing with Safari. They don't do like the standard testing that the industry would do. So for example, if you would look at Red Arc or you would look at Enerdrive or you'd look at Victron, they go through rigorous testing. I think Red Arc took like 5 years to release a DC charger. There, the lights, as obviously it's overheating and stuff, the lights just come on left, right and center. You probably see it later on in this episode. The lights of things just come on everywhere. So in addition to that starlight situation, there's a whole bunch of, Safari keypads that we turn all our lights on and off with. Now, since we picked that up, those keypads have never worked, and they've never worked to the point where you turn a light on and the compressor comes on plus another 4 other things. So you turn, for example, bed light on and the compressor will come on, the water pump will come on, and then the airbags will start moving. And you think, what the hell? No way. Roll clip.
Hey babe, can you just turn the floor light on? Whoa. Even the fan's turned off.
Like, it's literally that funny. Anyway, moving on. I don't even know that. Like, they've known about that from the start. The Garmin system itself, which is the screen that is basically meant to control the whole caravan. So you've got tire pressure monitoring, water monitoring, the battery management system. So it tells you all the loads coming in and out, the battery percentage, a whole bunch of stuff. It basically monitors the whole caravan. I'm probably missing a few things. From day dot, we were supposed to get water sensors. So just like every other caravan, you have a water reading on your monitoring system, or you have separate gauges, but this one was quoted to have water with it. So it never had water tank readers. The tire pressure monitoring was never right. I had 360 cameras, so I was supposed to be one of the first caravans in Australia with cameras all around the caravan, and it'd give you a bird's eye view of the caravan. So when I was parking it into a campsite, whether it be at night or, a tight spot, I could see all the kids around me, I could see everything. Those cameras, I have never ever seen one single picture from a camera or one single vision of a camera come up on that screen. From the day I purchased it, they've never worked. I just want to make a quick note here. It's not Garmin's problem. I called Garmin and just said, hey, I'm having these issues. And the guy from Garmin, the head guy from Garmin, said to me, I can fix that easy. I was like, if it's easy to fix, why don't we just fix it? Sweet as. He goes, yeah, I'll fix it at no cost. I was like, okay, cool. How do you do it? He goes, you remove Safari's software from the screen. I'm like, so you start again, basically. So I think what we can establish from that is Safari's system that Cruiser Van installed is not really fit for purpose, to say the least. We've paid a lot of money for a very expensive system, on a top-of-the-line system, both cost-wise and spec-wise, and they just haven't delivered. To Safari's credit, they flew the owner into Western Australia from wherever they're from, the Gold Coast maybe, and in writing he said to us, if I cannot fix the system, I'll give you your money back. And he also said he will not leave until the system is fixed, in writing. The system is worse since he's left, and this was 3 months ago. The only money that we have received back is roughly $10,000 for the Garmin screen. So Cruiser Van gave us that refund, not Safari, Cruiser Van. The justification for that was that every single electrical component was connected to that screen, and that screen was the problem. Now we have since identified to Cruiser Van, the solar regulators or the solar overheating has nothing to do with the Garmin screen. The charging issues we're having have nothing to do with the Garmin screen. The lighting issues are a starlight issue. The can like all the switching for the whole caravan, like the controls for everything come off that Garmin screen. So effectively I paid for suspension that included that technology. We are of the opinion that you can't just give a refund for the control panel for all of those broken systems because of that. And half, if not more, of those systems aren't even faulty because of that screen. And then not to mention the mechanical issues. We've had 3 alternators fail, we've had a transmission fail, we've had an injector failure, which caused a conrod to be sent into orbit, which in turn our engine failed. We want to scream, like I want to scream, like I'm very frustrated, as you could probably imagine. Like motor 30 to 40 grand, transmission 20 to 30 grand, alternators, especially the ones that we've had, very expensive, 4, 5, 6 grand installed. Maybe if I do it myself that would be sweet, but then if I do it myself then I can't get warranty, which I'm not getting anyway. But frustrating. Then you move on to our water issues. So from the day we picked the van up, we couldn't fill our water tanks. We reported that we couldn't fill our water tanks. Basically, there was big airlocks in everything. Just the way it had been plumbed wasn't quite right. Our water pumps were clearly making struggling noises, and they would just stay on because the airlocks or the leak or whatever was going on, the water pump would just constantly cycle. This was never really fixed because of the Garmin screen. The pumps would just come on by themselves while we weren't home in the middle of the heat, and the pumps would just burn out. So we've been through, I would say, roughly about 10 pumps. We would only ever have running water when I would replace a pump, and I had to carry 2 spare pumps at a time because we'd only really get 2 days out of a pump, and they're not cheap. Because we didn't have a pump, water wasn't going to the hot water system, and even if it was going to the hot water system, we had to be really careful how long we used it for because we just didn't have the power. Then you've got like the suspension system. Now there's videos of and the owner of Safari underneath my caravan telling everyone how it's the world's best suspension.
We're looking at probably the best suspension in a caravan in Australia in the market.
Yet the only part of that suspension system that didn't work was Safari's component. In Cruiser Van's defense, that is the best chassis and suspension system on the market by far. It's incredible. But the only component in it that didn't work was Safari's airbag control system. Auto leveling, ride height. Like we'd be driving down the road, and this happened 10 times before I just got the shits and disconnected it myself.
So they're no longer capped, they're joined to the appropriate line, and the smart side of the system that's very unsmart is disconnected.
But the whole caravan would tilt over to the right into oncoming traffic. Like it's dangerous. There's even been off-road situations where I've nearly flipped the van. There is caravan repair and caravan, servicing yards all around Australia. It's very well known in the caravanning industry because a lot of people tour. All the manufacturers have agreements with all these people that you just take it there, you get the warranty sorted, or you take it to one of their sales yards all around the country and get it fixed. But for some reason with Cruiser Van, they don't fix anything unless you are back at the Cruiser Van yard. To wrap it up, we paid a lot of money for a beautiful caravan, but there is key components within that caravan that are just not fit for purpose. The people that installed it know that it's not fit for purpose and screening our calls, and are deliberately, despite already warranting 2 alternators, they won't warrant the 3rd one. Despite, our constant pleas for help, it's just, we are being lied to. I don't know how else to put it. When someone says they're going to fix it or give you your money back and then doesn't do that, and changes the goalpost to now you have to bring it back to cruiser van, I feel like, I don't know what the definition of a lie is, but to me, from my moral opinion, that's a lie. It should be a brand new van that works, and that, well, we're so proud of it. It's such a beautiful van, but it's been very bittersweet. I'll let you get back to the emotional stuff now that I've explained all that.
We've spent the morning trying to figure out logistics of all of this. Still not answering.
The person you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Still not answering. We've been, I don't know, we've been like, I don't know, shadow banned from communication to caravan and, truck system manufacturers. So we've taken it upon ourselves to organise a tow of our truck to a repairer over here, somewhere in Esperance, that can hopefully try and fit us in the next few days. So our plan is to try and get the alternator fixed. At this stage, it's at our own cost. I don't know. Maybe we can drive to the Nullarbor after that, or maybe we store the caravan here. We have to be the other side of Australia for Aurora's birthday, like 7 days. So I don't know what we're going to do from here. But the current state is that we are just moving the truck in a better tow location for the tow truck to come and pick it up and take it to the repairers. And at least they can look at it, provide the proper report, maybe fix it, providing someone's going to actually start answering their phones and, you know, take accountability for this. That's where we're at.
A tow truck?
The tow truck's coming today, yeah.
Going into town. We still can't get onto anyone, so it's just going into town, and then eventually no one can get on. There's multiple people that have tried to get on. No one. Safari sent us an email this morning saying, please, like some random we've never spoken to, sent us an email saying, sorry to hear you've had issues. Can you please send me a list of what's actually going on so I can troubleshoot it with the team? I was like, I've been speaking to you for about this for the last year. Like, you sent your boss over to try and fix it. I don't understand. Anyway, tow truck's coming, put it on the back of the truck. Then we're going to organise the caravan to go somewhere too. That needs to be fixed.
We have to organise for us to go somewhere as well.
Yeah, then we're going to go stay somewhere.
And we need to get to
Holding my pants.
Adelaide/Victoria
Yeah.
for her birthday.
Roarse's birthday with the family. It's all right. Welcome to life. Sometimes things don't go wrong.
But at least you've got two Zuba.
No.
And you've had a beautiful sleep, haven't you? You've just had your sleep? Yeah?
Tyson's going to take us into town, get a hire car. We're just waiting for the tilt tray to get here, throw the truck back on the tilt tray watch this thing sail off into the sunset, go to the mechanics. Hopefully it's the alternator, because that just proves everything I've been trying to say for the last year. And then, yeah, I know where we go from there, to tell you the truth. It's like, for the first time ever, we normally sort all our own stuff. Like, no matter what happens, no matter how it goes wrong, we sort it. That this time I'm stumped. I actually don't know what to do. We've got to get everything over to Shepparton for it to get fixed. We've got to get it all removed. Like, there's so many other things that we need to go through with them, but they won't return our calls. No one. We've tried on multiple phones. We don't know. I actually don't know what to do. Safari isn't very cooperative.
Yeah. Book us a car. We'll go find Ellis and we'll go book a car. So we have a car to get around to the place, huh?
No, we don't have it.
Because that one doesn't work.
What I just said was, I'm broken. You fight, like, I just feel like you fight the world to be a better place, or like spend your whole life doing the best you can, and you look at your kids and sometimes it's just not good enough. I don't know. I don't really know what to say other than the fact that I'm just done.
Jackson has gone into town with our friend and they've gone to pick up a hire car for us so we can get around, because we're quite remote right now. Like, we're sort of out of town a bit. and had no way of getting anywhere. The tow truck came to pick up the truck. Wasn't big enough.
What happened?
Where's he going? Can't help but notice he doesn't have our truck on the back of the truck.
Doesn't fit.
We booked a tow truck and they said they could come tomorrow morning, and we said it's quite urgent, can they come any sooner? So they just sort of tried to see if they could fit us on that smaller tow truck. It came out and it turns out it was too small for us. So they're going to come back in the morning with a bigger truck and pick up the truck, and then I don't know, we just take it from there. But the situation is I'm just hanging out here with the kids and sort of some other kids here because there's a few other people staying at this joint, and I don't know. I think we're just going to play still trying to contact Safari and still nothing. So at least the kids are having fun. Show me. It's full. It's on 4% battery. What are you doing, Aurora? Whoa. Back on the job of trying to call Brian. I've tried a few times today already.
The number you dialed cannot be reached from your calling area.
I'm trying other people, and now it seems like that doesn't work anymore. That phone number that I got given the other day doesn't work anymore.
I'm sorry.
I used to be able to call this phone number, but I'm not allowed to anymore, apparently. I don't know what to do. I don't even know how it's possible to do this.
Our friends were heading into town to the large playground and kiddie train, so we grabbed a lift with them and let our hair down a little.
Is that fun, Roarsie?
Whoa! Beep beep! Whoa! Yeah! Oh! That got really dark.
This morning, we've woken up with more of a fight than yesterday. There's no hire cars for hire here in Esperance. There's nowhere to stay in Esperance. There's no transport company that can pick up the truck for 8 days.
I've got superpowers, so I can go.
We have to return the caravan to them with all of our belongings removed. They're going to have it for 3 weeks till they can look at the long list of warranty issues.
What?
And we're not allowed on their premises because we're trespassing.
So we're stuck here. We have to get... He told me to remove the body. We have on video him telling me to remove it. I said I didn't want to 5 times. Yeah, you know. Are they legit?
Yeah.
On a more positive note, a big enough tilt tray has just arrived, ready for us to once again watch one half of our home being towed away yet again. But at least we are one step closer to getting to the bottom of this whole schmozzle.
The man has to put the truck up on top of the other truck, and he has to take it. Nani? So where's this going?
She's going to simply camp.
To diagnose or to fix?
Diagnose and then cut. To tell you the truth, I don't have a plan on this.
Bye-bye. In my shirt too.
We're still none the wiser to a point of attack, but we're currently packing up everything in the caravan in order to get a friend to help us move it to the overflow. Have we checked that the overflow is free?
Yeah, I called the council just now.
And we're staying in the caravan at the overflow?
Yeah, for now.
Do they allow generators?
Didn't ask.
But from there, we don't know the plan of attack. The truck just went on the tilt tray.
Mechanic. Just got off the phone with the mechanic. The truck's at the mechanics, but they're going to look at it in the next hour or so and tell me whether or not the scale matter.
But right now I have to make, what are these called? Roadblocks.
Can you make them, please?
Well, you've done it. That's it, like that.
Sticky tape.
Right, I'll get the sticky tape. It doesn't stay together. Okay, I understand. I'll get the sticky tape. I'm currently trying to pack the whole caravan up so we can move it. Like I said, we have a friend here who's kind enough to come and he's staying in Esperance. He's decided to come and help us. So he's towing our caravan to the overflow for us. Honestly, I cannot stress enough how good travel families are. So many people have come to help.
What
Yes.
about the scissors?
Because I have to cut this off because this isn't the one that has the cutty bit on it. It's this sort of just one like this. Anytime we've needed help, we've
Mummy,
just put a call out to the travel community, and always you guys are amazing and helped us. Oh, whoa, careful.
Yeah.
Put this on here. You want a tent, Ellis?
Yeah. I want all of my tents.
Yeah. You've just got 2?
No, I've got more.
Sorry, friends.
It's my.
I don't know if I mentioned it either, but we tried to hire a hire car while we're here too in Esperance. Turns out there's no hire cars in Esperance. We've tried the airport and you can only get onto the airport hire cars when the airport's open. That's when a flight is coming in from another destination to Esperance. And even so, they have no cars. So we don't even have transport. It's just show, isn't it, boys? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So when we finally got onto someone, they said there's no cars left to hire out for at least a few days. So no car it is for us. Can't help
Put this big one in.
Our friend's Tice is going to tow it for us.
This is really heavy though.
It is.
He doesn't have enough horsepower.
I think the only word I can choose here, boys, to explain what's happening with us right now and what I'm feeling on the inside is flabbergasted. Well, random bits and pieces of our life having to come inside the caravan because we have no truck to put it in. We are those people who travel with their bikes in their caravan now. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but we had space to put them before, but we don't now. We're all hitched up and it's all good.
Tyson here is taking us into town so we can stay at the overflow.
Tyson, are you?
And
Yes, I am.
I'm over it. Did I tell you that the mechanic said that Isuzu trucks alternators don't fail, and he said in order for him to warrant it, he has to pull the alternator apart to make sure that there's nothing been lodged in there or something.
Yeah, right. He obviously doesn't know. Obviously hasn't seen a safari system in a truck.
Yeah, but what he's saying is normally they don't fail. He's
Yeah.
saying there's a reason it's failed, and he's going to try and find it so he doesn't cover it on the warranty.
What's going on in here?
Nothing.
Also, this is our awning. We really are on Struggle Street right now. And this is our drawer.
Mind you, that drawer's been broken for 6 months. Apparently, drawer slides are hard to come by.
It's been one of those days.
It's just one of those days where you don't want to wake up.
I mean, obviously, you guys know you were there for the whole day, but yeah, wow, a lot has happened today. We've been dropped now to the overflow in Esperance. So we'll run the caravan off the generator and we'll just be here for as long as we need to be. Whoa, kids have gone a bit crazy.
Shiny money by our
Tyson and Jackson have gone to get us dinner. We're going to have McDonald's for dinner because, like, today is just a write-off. I mean, like a full-on write-off. Poor Evie, she's still stuck in Adelaide with Mum and Dad. What do you reckon? You miss your sister, don't you? Do you miss your sister, Wilder?
No.
No.
I do.
Yeah, we talked to her today though, didn't we? We've had a chance to sleep on it. We've woken up just knowing we need to get stuff done. So we're just doing what we can, cleaning out the freezers, which were basically used as fridges now because they weren't freezing, and gonna clean out the fridge. Cleaning out the truck. We have to leave the truck in the caravan here. We're gonna put it in storage and head over to South Australia to be with family for Roarsie's birthday. Like how all of our plans always were.
She's so sick. She's just whinging at me the whole time.
Oh, that's another thing. Kids all got sick. Jackson's really sick. I'm pregnant. Morning sickness is starting to hit. We really are in a predicament at the moment. The logistics around this are like everywhere.
What that means for us, I'm not quite sure. I know you were crying to me the other day. And this is hard as a dad and as a husband and as a bloke. Kyla come to me and she was in tears, like she's pregnant, she's emotional. She says, I just want to go back to our house. I just want to go, this is ridiculous. Like, I can't do this anymore. So, maybe it's break time. Maybe we need a rest. Maybe that'll give us some time to work out.
Come here, Roarsie.
Maybe it'll give us some time to work out Roarsie being sick.
Come here. Aurora's only ever been sick once in her life before, and that was when she was a couple of months old. She ended up in hospital actually from a very bad case of COVID. She just wouldn't wake up for her feeds. She just slept through and through and through, and she just got really skinny. And since then, she's been a really, really healthy little girl, and now it's hit everyone. She's not handling it well. The boys are troopers when they get sick. Roarsie, not so much. I remember saying we decided to go with a smaller, sort of less known company for our electrical system in our caravan because we wanted to give a smaller company a chance.
Cruiser Van built our caravan. Safari is the company that did our electrical system, so to speak, or our battery system and 48 volt system. Now, we've had more troubles than I could have ever possibly imagined with our electrical system. We've tried to be really out of the box, and the system itself never been done before, so to speak, this way. It is very revolutionary, but one of my premises was when I took this package to Cruiser Van was it needs to be the most reliable thing on the planet because we can't have it stuffing up in the middle of nowhere, and we've had a lot of problems, and I'm not going to get into them right now because to Safari's credit, they're actually flying the owner over to fix it. Long story short, we're not comfortable releasing this walkthrough video until that's sorted, and it would be unjust of us to release it before we've given Safari a chance to fix it, and then it would be unjust of us not to tell you guys the truth and the full truth, and you know what we're like, we're not going to beat around the bush. So
yeah. But we wanted to give a smaller company or a different company than anyone's going with sort of benefit of the doubt, and try it out and see if we could bring another product
to the market
to show you guys, and to then also to be able to give you guys our experience from it too.
But that's what's happening.
We had heard some horror stories and we thought we would give them a chance. We were urged by Cruiser Van to do it because they had never had any problems with Safari, and we were also assured that if anything did go wrong, there would be no problem. It would all be fixed for us. So I remember we had our hesitations back then. Same with Cruiser Van, we wanted to help a smaller business, but I think that's sort of come out to bite us on the bum. When we revealed our caravan to you guys, we're talking about how moving caravans is a logistical nightmare, something we don't wish to be doing again, and I made it very, very clear that our next caravan, this caravan, needed to be the perfect one for us.
So, we have a new caravan due to be completed and picked up in Shepparton, and we have our current van that we need to sell. Moving from one van to the next whilst trying to parent 4 children and not go completely insane it's a logistical and financial nightmare. So we have both caravans at the same time and move stuff straight from one van into the other. Logistics of this are easier said than done, however, as it means you have to own 2 caravans at once for a period of time. Then throw into the mix the coordination of selling your current caravan and facilitating the handover or popping it on a truck and sending it to another state. Whew. There really is a lot involved, and something we didn't wish to be doing again. So this new van had to be our perfect van.
The argument we're having here too is not about whether our electrical system is faulty or not anymore. Like, that was proven months ago, at least 7 months ago. Like, that's not even an issue anymore. What's the issue now is that no one is following through with those warranties. You're a little cutie, and I'm so sorry that you have to be so sick, and I'm so sorry that we don't know where we're going to be going. We have so much to do today. Yesterday was Sunday, and in Esperance, they act like they're a small country town out here. No shops are open on a Sunday. So we need to go to Woolworths, we need to go to Kmart and get some travel bags because we don't even have bags to get on an airplane. We need to do all of the washing, we need to strip all the beds and get them out. I need to clean out the whole fridge because otherwise that's all going to go off and mouldy. Jackson cleaned out all the fridges in the truck yesterday. We need to get this thing to storage. We need to organise access into storage by the tow truck that's going to come next week and pick it all up and take it over east. Heck, I know I'm missing so much, but like there is so much to do today. We fly out 6 o'clock tomorrow morning, so no time to do anything in the morning. We literally need to be able to just wake up and go. I'm so disheveled. My lips are all split from like being a bit sick and breathing through my mouth in the night. Got like sleepy everywhere probably because I've just woken up. There's a lot going on here. It's not the kind of a lot that we'd like to be going on here, but it's got to be done, so we got to do it. And the place is fine. Absolute fine. By the way, we got the alternator replaced in the truck so that the truck was somewhat drivable around town, so we could go here and there, duck to get some groceries and things. The Safari system is still hooked up to the truck, so most probably is still doing damage to the alternator, but we needed transport. There were no cars for hire here in Esperance. Shit you not, like we've had the worst luck. So yeah, we had to get the alternator fixed in order to have a runabout vehicle. But there is no way that can do the Nullarbor. And husband just went and got coffee.
Oh.
And she's got no pants on, so I can't show her.
Good morning, everyone. We've got a lot to do.
I just told them everything that we have to do.
And I'm tired. I'm exhausted. When do we ever get exhausted? I'm exhausted.
I just said that to them, hey.
Oh, really?
I'm so dishevelled, my lips are all cracked.
Probably see us like in very stressful situations where things could go wrong or whatever. We're always super calm and like not much gets to us. This one's got us. It's been good. It's been a good challenge for the family, I guess.
Who even are we? We are packing our clothes straight from the washing machine and the dryer, straight into our bags that we bought today. Kids are making their own fun. When I was folding up all of our stuff on this table, the funniest thing, I saw a pile of stuff at the end of the table here, like there. And when I came in here earlier, I was like, my God, that top looks really similar to ours. Anyway, when we came back in just now to get everything out the dryer and fold everything up, I looked at the pile, and the pile was actually a bunch of clothes of ours from last time we were here. Like, I'm talking months ago. And we must have left our clothes in the washing machine. And someone has found all the clothes and just sat them on the edge of the bench for us. So I'm just currently re-washing those, and they've just finished. What the hell? So funny, because I was wondering where some of those, they were like, I'd been randomly missing some of the kids' clothes and I'd been randomly missing some of my clothes. I just put it down to maybe Maya took it home or Maybe Evie took it over to Adelaide with her. But no, we left a whole load of washing here at the laundromat.
No, we don't. What do you want? Grumpy.
Just drove past our caravan that's here at the overflow in Esperance. We drove past it on the outside and just realised that all of our outside lights are on.
You have any light bars on the front?
A spotlight light bar at the front and all the outside lights are on and we never turned them on.
Like light bars on as well. They've just turned it. It's overheated and turned itself on during the day.
Kids are needing to go to the toilet. We just had to leave the laundromat in a rush because Ellis needed to do poo, but now we're home. He's not as busting anymore. Our next thing on the list right now to do. Wow!
Flying.
It did go flying.
Is this break?
No, it didn't break. What we have to do now is, now that we've finished all of our driving for the day, we have to take all these, we have to remove all the car seats out of the truck because they're all coming with us so we can travel while we're in Adelaide.
Money.
You had some money.
Get me out. No, this. Put me down.
Sliding down. All right, Roarsie. Let's go. Let's pack your bags. Oh, you want to play? We also went to the toy shop just now to get Roarsie's first birthday presents because we're going to fly into Adelaide late in the night, Tuesday night, and it's her birthday on the Thursday, and Mum and Dad live in a remote town in South Australia which doesn't have a toy shop. So we had to get her presents today. And she doesn't even know. You're going to be excited, Roarsie? Where are you going? Just came in to check the screen. It's actually off. So, I don't know. Maybe the screen turned itself off and turned all the lights on. I don't know. I don't even know because we can't even get past this screen. We literally are stuck on this screen.
What?
Like we can't get out of the main screen to change anything. That's one of the reasons why we have no power and no lights and no anything. We have like 4 buttons on there that we can pick. Kitchen light, left awning, under bed and bed overhead. They're the 4 lights we can use. Other than that, we can't get into any other screens. It just keeps going round and round in circles. Because we don't know when we're going to see this caravan next or our movements past going to South Australia for Aurora's birthday, I'm going to pack, I reckon, all of the kids' clothes, all of the kids' everything, not all of their toys, but maybe just a few toys and all of their clothes because, I mean, Jackson and I can go without our clothes if it ends up being bloody 3-month ordeal, but the kids, I don't want them to suffer without all their clothes and they go through their clothes a lot faster because they get dirty faster. So that's all the boys' clothes. I'm actually going to take this opportunity to go through them again. I know I did it not that long ago, but I'm going to go through the clothes again. There's some people staying next to us, so with kids, so if none of this stuff fits in or if it looks like it doesn't fit them anymore, I'm just going to give it to the guys next door. But yeah, I'm going to pack everything. Everything. All of your stuff's coming with us. Coming with us.
What's the caravan?
The caravan has to stay here. Unfortunately. Sorry, big boy. But we'll bring all your clothes. This is the one bag I have to fit it all in. Plus I have to fit Aurora's presents in there too. Once these seats go in, we never have to take them out. Until now.
Yeah.
We have to take them with us, Pip. The kids are so sad about us rearranging all of their stuff.
I think it's just because it's their stuff and they don't have much. They have a bed and a chair.
And a drawer.
And a drawer, you know what I mean? So they get overly attached to small things.
Have you learned how to skate, have you? Oh, your nose, little girl. Whoa.
Smart girl. She's so advanced.
She's so independent though. She's fine. She just plays on her own. Figures things out on her own. We have lots to do here still. We fly out in less than 12 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Second seat's out.
Wait till it's out.
This is every single piece of item of clothing that all 3 kids own. Including their hats. And behind here, I've got Aurora's birthday presents hidden. It is all their clothes. Bye, caravan.
Bye, Caravan. A long time. Where's the caravan gonna wait?
The caravan and the truck are both getting left at storage here in Esperance, and we're going to have to put it on a truck to get it over to Victoria. And you kids are all going to get dressed. Got all your clothes here in your bags. Going to get dressed, and we're going to go into the airport in a minute while Daddy's sorting out. Careful, Roarsie. All right, let's get dressed then.
Jackson had to get the truck and caravan back to storage, then make it back to us at the airport, just in time for us to all check in. As we said earlier, we had a new alternator fitted by our Suzu at our cost in order for us to be able to get our setup from A to B and to allow us to get the things needed for our trip back to Adelaide. But this is most probably doing damage already to our brand new alternator.
It's ice cream.
Has anyone ever won one of these games in the history of winning?
You have?
No, that's it. That thing cost me $10, mate. I'm done. No more turns. We've got a teddy bear. Let's
go down to the playground.
You watch. Now they're going to fight over the teddy bear.
Playground, let's go.
You right, Luke? What's going on? Alice, you can share with him?
How cheap do you reckon they made this?
I don't know.
Have a look, please.
I know it was cheaper than what I paid to play with the skill tester.
As hard as we know it's been the last few days, and we still have a mountain ahead of us, we want to make the most of Aurora's birthday and make long-lasting, fun memories with the kids.
I can't keep up with them. One for us. You should have seen us trying to get on that airplane and get off the airplane. We have 5 billion bags. Somehow we were allowed everything, but it was a tiny airplane, so none of it fit in the overhead lockers. So had to put everything underneath when we got on the tarmac. And then going out onto the tarmac, the boys have no shoes. They don't own any shoes. They own thongs, but I couldn't find any pairs. So there was 3 thongs for 4 feet. So they have no shoes. So Jackson had to carry them on the tarmac. Oh, like I said, we've done pat the Travelling Australia in a truck and caravan, but not by air yet. We don't have that down pat. So we're currently on the airport shuttle from the international airport to the domestic airport so that we can jump into Qantas Club because we've got a Jetstar flight, but we get allowed to go to Qantas Club. We just told them how many kids we have and how many bags we have and how much time we have to spend at the airport, and they said we can come in. So we're on our way there, but we're in a predicament. Look at this. We've got about 6 bags, 3 bags and 3 car seats that we put into the luggage, luggage storage, and the luggage storage at the International Departure Lounge. We've still got about 5 bags with us. 2 kids that are asleep, 1 crazy kid, and 1 tired husband, and 1 tired mum. The kids actually don't ever wear shoes. Ever. They don't, I think I said it before, they don't own shoes.
You don't have to tell them, just fucking show them.
He's shuffling along. Wilder, you're so funny. Oh! Is that funny or what? I'm sorry, dude, that we had to make you wear those, but we wouldn't have been able to get to Adelaide if we didn't wear them. You're so funny. What about you, Ellis? Are you walking funny too? We have finally made it after a whole day of travel to Adelaide.
Papa,
and the kids are so freaking excited. We're looking out for Popper in his Winnebago to pick us up. It's the only big enough thing that's going to fit us all in it.
Papa, where are you? Papa! Papa! Tell you what we should do, we should shout.
Ah, there he is! There he is! Finally!
Good towing. Hello, mate.
Jackson. Good, how are you?
You loaded up there?
Yeah. 17 times.
Did you? They look nice.
They're so excited to see you.
And I could see you had those together. Yeah. Oh, hey,
She's sad.
Papa.
She's dishevelled.
Yeah.
All right, let's get this monstrosity in.
So everyone finally made it yesterday in time for Roarsie's birthday. We're currently pumping up balloons for her birthday tomorrow.
Also, you've got to say hello to everyone. They haven't seen you in 6 months.
Oh yeah, everyone's been asking me. I've been at Nana and Popper's for like a month, but I'm back, guys. I won't be gone anywhere.
Technically, we're back. You, aren't we? We came to you.
Yeah, it's been weird not having you guys with me.
Your shoulder is going to hold this one. Why do you hold this one?
Wilder?
What happened?
Yeah, we've got to set up so many balloons. This is what we do for everyone's birthday.
There's always someone's birthday.
Yeah. Well, there's so many people in the family.
Yeah.
Some of these. What do you call these?
Garland?
Garland. We have another one of these because these normally go flat overnight.
Yes. What do we have to get out of that room in a minute? We already wrapped him, didn't we? I thought he was going to smash him in the head. Blow.
Is that it?
Bring them on. Easy. No, don't open them. We're setting them up for it. Put them on the table for now. Get the rest of them.
I think so.
In the morning, are we going to
Put it up on the table. Why did you do that? I put it like that.
We managed to make it just in time for Aurora's birthday, albeit not in the way we had intended. But we are all here as a family, together.
Wow.
So we have finally arrived to Torquay in Victoria. We've come straight down to the beach, but don't be fooled, it's really bloody cold. Victoria is so cold.
I don't think it's cold. I just think we're not used to it.
We're not used to it. So basically, we're just going to give you guys a rundown of where everything is at now. We don't want to come across bitter. We're not bitter at all. This is what's happened in our life right now. And we thought you guys would like to know what the hell has been going on with us, where we've been. And also, I feel like you guys have the right to sort of know the sorts of things that are actually going on in the caravanning industry right now.
Considering there's so many people out there that are paid to be in caravans or whatever the case may be, that no one really stands up and says anything unless like a business deal goes wrong and then all of a sudden they do it. But like these aren't business deals to us. This is our home. So therefore, if we don't speak the truth and say what we need to say, then people aren't informed.
So sorry if you've had to put up with an hour of us complaining, but that's like...
It was our life. We filmed our day. Yeah.
That's where we're friggin' at, hey. So we just spent the whole last week over in Adelaide for Aurora's birthday. It was so beautiful. We did her birthday celebrations with family on cue. Say hello. And we went to all the side shows up in Victor Harbour. We went to the Fringe Festival. Fun fact, about 6 years ago, Jackson and I came on a date here to the Fringe Festival. And Jackson won me a massive, one of those big unicorns on one of the side shows. Yeah, and we came on this exact Ferris wheel, but it was a little bit different back then. We had no kids with us. And this time, there's how many of us? 6 of us? Nearly 7. We didn't all fit in this one carriage, so we had to split up. Dad, Molly? Dad's over there. Right there somewhere. I think that one. This is so cool. We haven't been to something like this in ages. Like, what's the last thing like this we went to? Oh, like the thing in Victor Harbour? That's like nothing. That's like one little ride. That's it. This is so cool. Boston. Off my bed. That was so cool. Ellis, what are you getting? Yeah. Dragon? Oh yeah. Hey Wilder, are you getting one? No?
Tired now.
So who's getting the second dragon?
I'm going to get a Pikachu.
Are you getting any?
Why not?
Why not?
He's upset because he's balloon So currently we're in Torquay because this is where our warehouse is. This is where our work is at the moment. And also cruiser vans here, like they're in Victoria. So hopefully if we do find a way to get it across to them, we'll be able to get some things sorted and be back in our home, really. We're still trying to get a response out of cruiser. Like we get like responses, but they're just like inadequate responses.
Well, it's now with our solicitor.
Yeah, so
their solicitor.
Yeah, it's now with solicitors and their solicitor. It's hard enough to get a response out of their solicitor. We've given up on Safari. Basically, Safari might as well I don't even know how to deal with them. We won't pick up their phones, won't respond to anything.
And because we ordered our system through Cruiser and paid for it through Cruiser, our warranty has to go through Cruiser. So they're just wiping their hands clean at this point, I think.
We're still trying to push Cruiser Industries to ship our truck and caravan over so he can assess it. And even then, Cruiser Van said that they need 3 weeks to assess it, just to assess it. So they need all our belongings out of the caravan. They need to assess it for 3 weeks. Now we've had electrical assessors, building assessors, caravan assessors. We've had every professional assessor possible look at this caravan in the last couple of weeks, and they've all assessed it within a day. So I'm not quite sure what the 3 weeks is for, but that's what they've said they need. 3 weeks outside of our house plus what we've already been outside of our house is a long time.
As you guys know, it has to actually be shipped across at this point because although we have fixed the alternator in the truck is still connected to the Safari system. So the Safari system will still be doing damage, whatever damage it's been doing to the truck, and we can't risk that. So it needs to be shipped over.
And we can't disconnect it because we've been told if we touch it.
That's right. Even if we get a qualified auto elect, Cruiser Industries have told us that if we get someone else to remove it, even if they're qualified, they won't
remove it. No one's allowed to touch it or assess it.
They won't. They'll avoid our warranty. So
it's like,
I don't know. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place here.
It's almost like they don't want someone
to look at the
It's
system.
increasingly hard for us to get it back.
So our only solution, the only solution there we've been given is for us to ship it across the Nullarbor to Cruiser Industries, which we have a quote for $9,500 or something.
So then it leads us to our next thing. We have 2 commitments we have on the East Coast, which were supposed to be obviously traveling in our truck and caravan to get up to the East Coast. So we are running out of time to get this truck and caravan over here and sorted. So if we don't receive it by then, I don't even know what we're going to do. We've got to get up there we have a...
Sand all over her face.
We have commitments with family.
Got a family holiday, so we haven't seen our family in over 3 years, 2 years.
Yeah.
We're catching up. Yeah, we're catching up on the Gold Coast with them. We really need to be there for that. Oh, you got another crab. You're the crab master.
Same one.
Oh, you got away.
So pretty much for now, we just are going to have to play the waiting game and see if Cruiser comes to the party. That's really all we can do. And then if it comes to the time when we have to ship it across ourselves, like, I hope that doesn't happen. So just to reiterate that our warranty claim has actually been accepted for both of the Safari systems in the truck and the caravan. It's just that they say that we need to get it back to them, which is fine, but we can't get it back to them because the truck doesn't work. So it's going to cost us a bunch of money. But
just they won't warrant the alternator and they won't pay for the transport.
Yeah, and they have banned us from being at their factory. We're not allowed there, and they're just putting up stops to make it increasingly hard for us to get it back there. So that's where it's at. I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
And I'm becoming increasingly frustrated. I really am.
And at risk of sounding like whinging customers, we're not trying to be, we're just telling you guys like what's happening.
We waited 9 months before we even kicked up the fuss. 9 months, like we've showered with no running water and no power for 3.5 months now. Whinging customers, I don't think so. Like, it's a piss take. So realistically, we've got one option, and that is to ship it back to Cruiser Van ourselves and pay for all the damage that's already happened by ourselves, and then Cruiser Van are going to assess it for 3 weeks. We're drawing a line in the sand. This industry's been spiraling out of control for far too long. You don't have to have any sort of license to build a caravan. There's barely any regulatory bodies that are looking after people's money and investment into these caravans. And we get messages every day from you guys, like more than we should, asking for help from people in the exact same situation. And quite frankly, at the moment, the industry's so bad that we can't even help ourselves. There's no licensing to be a caravan manufacturer. It's got to be one of the only industries where they can do electrical work and auto sparky work and building work inside a factory and have zero license to do so. There's no regulatory body, and even the regulatory bodies that do exist are bought out by the caravan companies. So I feel like if we don't take a stand, then I feel like we're the last people left that can, sort of thing. And our friends will keep getting put in these positions that it's just, it's horrible. It's really not nice. As well as helping ourselves here, where if we stick to our guns, we'll be helping everyone. So.
And that's where we stand.